So I think the crankshaft position sensor just went out on my van right before I was about to get on the freeway. So I had already replaced the camshaft position sensor. I think it's a crankshaft position sensor. So died on me right before. So when we get back to the shop, I'm gonna replace it. This is our 2006 micro sprinter. Not an adventure until something goes wrong. Tow truck's here, so get it back to the shop. Man, that was close. That's right next to the freeway. So we got the van back to the shop. I had already replaced the camshaft position sensor because that's the easiest one to do when the van started stalling on me every once in a while. So today was on the road, on my way. I just picked up some hardwood for a build we're doing and took the shop truck, the 2006 T1 Sprinter, and it died on me right before I got onto the freeway. So right now I'm gonna get up underneath the truck and I'm gonna change the camshaft position sensor. So I had already bought actually already bought the camshaft position sensor and a crankshaft position sensor. I'm actually going to replace the crankshaft position sensor. So, but I am keeping an extra camshaft position sensor in the van just in case that one ever goes out again. So we'll get up underneath there, pull the old crankshaft position sensor. The connection's right above the transmission. So we'll see if that fixes it. And let's get started. So I see where it's at, where the crankshaft position sensor's at. I'm definitely not gonna be able to fit underneath here without jacking the vehicle up because I'm fat. So I'm gonna get the vehicle jacked up, put it on some stands, and then I'll be able to get up underneath here better. So the sensor is actually right here. So the sensor is right there. And what I need to do is I need to get that off, the connection off, to be able to pull it out. So there's a clip here, and you gotta get the back of it and pull it off. And then now, so there's a nut on it. Okay. Now I can get it off. I got the nut out after I broke it loose. And that's what that E8, I think is what it is. So now we can pull the sensor out. There it goes. Whoa, that is corroded. Look at that. Look at that, that's pretty corroded. Okay. So this is the replacement. This is the one that we just pulled out. Man, it's all rusted and corroded. And this is the new one that we're gonna put back in. So it's a very dirty job getting underneath there, and it's hard to get to. But I think this will fix it from shutting off. What it is there's a camshaft position sensor and a crankshaft position sensor. I thought it was gonna be the camshaft one. I replaced it. I actually bought a second one to carry with me, but obviously it's not. It must be the crankshaft position sensor. So this is a much harder job, but it can be done. So I'm no mechanic. I just like getting dirty. So we'll replace it now and we'll put everything back together and see if it starts. All right, so now I got it in there. I'm just tightening it up. I can't find a anywhere where it says what torque rating it needs to be. So I'm just gonna hand tighten it, just torque it down a little bit. There we go. So now I am going to connect this back up, and now it's on, and we are gonna see if this booger starts up. Everything tight. Moment of truth. Let's see if that fixed it. I hope it did, because I really love driving this little van around.
It was
See?
a pain.
Come on. Wow.
It worked.
Totally worked.
It started right up.
Purring like a kitten. All right. Well, that's awesome. I love driving this old van. I'm just excited that it actually worked. And it wasn't really that much trouble, maybe an hour and a half worth of getting dirty. So, if you like the videos, like and subscribe.